Welcome folks to today's adventure. Today Nate and I are backpacking in Kolob Canyon. We have a site reserved for one night. So we're hiking in, we'll set up camp, and we will then probably go to Kolob Arch, check that out this afternoon, and then we'll hike out tomorrow morning. We are in beautiful Kolob Canyon and looking forward to exploring what this canyon's got to offer. Right now, it's pretty good. Alright, well finally, about after a mile, it begins to level off. It's a bit steeper than I thought coming down from that trailhead, but about a mile into nice little woods here, a little flat land. We are having a beautiful day here in Zion National Park in the Kolob Canyon area. Slightly overcast, which is nice, and pretty nice little breeze. So it's not too hot. I think the high is supposed to get around 88, 90 degrees. So it can definitely get a lot hotter in this canyon. So it's a nice day. So far, nice hike, a couple miles in. Got a couple more miles to our campsite. Campsite number 4. It's about 4.9 miles in from the trailhead. Let's go check it out. Let's see if this site is hammock friendly. Oh yeah. Let me see a couple good options. Oh yeah. What an awesome site. This would be perfect. Hammock right between there and there. And the hammock between there and there. Boom. Now that camp is set up, we've rested for a couple hours. We're gonna head to Kolob Arch for an afternoon hike. Luckily, that's also where the spring that comes in, where we can get our water. So the Verkin Creek here that's beside our camp has some type of bloom in it, which makes it unsafe for drinking, even with a filter. But there is a spring that feeds into the Verkin Creek, which is safe. And that is next to the, or near the Kolob Arch. So that's where we're headed right now. Get a little water, check out the arch, head back to camp. Nice clear water compared to that murky bloom. Hey folks, so you saw that sign back there. I have about half a mile left to the Kolob Arch from where I was at. So it's around, it's gonna be a little just over 2 miles from our campsite number 4. And just a warning that like this last mile coming up here, it's been a lot of sand. We didn't encounter any sand coming down to campsite 4, hardly anything, just very surface level. But this last mile, getting to this point, it's been pretty sandy. Made it a little slower to go. But now it looks like we're back in a wooded part of the trail. So looking forward to it. So this half-mile trail to Kolob Arch, it's a bit sketch. A lot of up and downs, crawling over boulders, a few creek crossings. I mean, nothing hard, nothing that's so bad. Just not the smooth little trail that we've been hiking on all morning. It's a little more rugged here. Fun little hiking like this. Well, that was a bummer. I couldn't find it. I went down to the end of the trail, and I was on the trail. I was checking my GPS, and I was on the right coordinates. And I got to the end and looked around, and I didn't see an arch. I know the sign pointed this way, but I didn't see the arch. And I'm just wondering The sun was a bit in my eyes at the time of day it is right now. And I'm just wondering if maybe the glare prevented me from seeing it. Anyway, that's kind of a bummer. It's been a beautiful hike. It's been nice. I've loved walking through the canyon. This little area in here is fun. But yeah, I was kind of hoping to see the Kolob Arch. Fortunately, that's not going to happen on this trip. So we're going to head back to the creek. We're going to load up on some fresh water for the rest of today and head hiking out for tomorrow. So probably going to carry back about 6 liters. All right, see you at camp. Morning. Day 2 here of our backpacking trip down into the Kolob Canyon. Good night last night. Did get a bit colder than I thought, but love sleeping in the hammock and it worked out really well. So today we are hiking out of Kolob Canyon. So we got about 5 miles to hike out back up to the trailhead. Looking forward to today. I think it's supposed to be partly cloudy, which could be nice hiking out so the temps don't get too hot down in here. But yeah, that's the plan for today. We're leaving at a horribly late time of 10 a.m. We're not in any rush though today. No big, huge plans, just checking into our next campsite at the Watchman Campground. So not in a huge rush, but just waiting on my son who is primping for all the ladies that he thinks he's gonna meet out here in the back country. But he slept in. He didn't get good sleep the night before, so I let him sleep a little more this morning. All right, we're on the last mile of the hike, and this is where all the elevation is mostly gained. I think it's about 400 or 500 feet up over the course of maybe a mile, just a little bit under. So if you hear me panting, some of my shots This is the reason why. But this is also, I would say, the most scenic part of the trail is this first mile. I do think Kolob Canyon is beautiful, and it's fun to walk down there in the canyon. But this first mile, I don't know, to me, it's kind of breathtaking. No pun intended. But it is beautiful. Well, that does it for today's hike. Hiking out of Kolob Canyon and returning to one of the best parts of backpacking, seeing your truck.